Hey there, we are back for a water element reading during the Sagittarius season, you guys. And what I would like to say about this is that this in collective of water elements, this is just an intro to it because I am going to go ahead and segue into Pisces, Cancer, and then Scorpio. So you'll have your each segment. But overall, it seems that there's an energy of meditation, healing, resting stage. So this might be after some sort of heartache or whatever you've been navigating, right? Whatever you've been trying to reconcile within yourself. This also could be an experience from reconciliation on the external. So it just means that you are going to find something to mirror, to reflect, and to really heal through. Whether this is a external type of energy or internal, and you're receiving it, projection, reflection, mirror wise. But this element does seem to be navigating and sitting on some truths, but also fighting with themselves. Okay, so it could be an internal battle, it could be an external battle. Again, this is just going to be take it as it resonates for you. But ultimately, we do have Scorpio energy with the death card popping in. Okay, now this could be that somebody's been having a bit of a challenge navigating some sort of truth and clarity that they have or are aware of. This is also bringing them to the desire to have a willingness to actually collaborate, to work with somebody, and to really step more into their emotions consciously and also intuitively and nurture themselves. Now, with the Six of Swords, it means also that they want to move away from any distress. So they're trying to navigate and really move through this element. I'm going to pull one more card since we are on here. And then we're going to segue into Pisces during Sagittarius season. So if you guys haven't noticed, your reader here, Miss Tina, is a Pisces sun and Libra moon and also a Cancer rising. So let's go ahead and see how this element is navigating. What is the water elements? What do they need to know? One more message. You know what I see on this beautiful death card too? Obviously we have a rose here, but we have like this lotus right here as well. And I feel like that is a huge transformation. Obviously the lotus comes up. So there's been a huge, not ego death specifically, but like an element of I want to say modification, but hold on. Okay, so the lotus is known to be very beautiful, but it comes out of mud. So it's a lot of this like defragmentation and really disassembling and then coming out and rising above the water, which is emotion, if we're going to be very metaphorical with it. And emotion is the water elements, right? Water is emotions, but at the same time, this is going to be the beauty that arises, the clarity, the clear, the light, the being of essence. And on the bottom, as I've been shuffling these few cards, we do have the Sun card coming out. Okay, so this is Leo energy, but this is also talking about healing, joy, inner joy. I feel like that's inner child joy as well. There's been a lot of lessons, perhaps contracts and different elements of commitments and structure that somebody has had to navigate. This is also something about a teaching, okay? So this could be that you've had a teacher, maybe you've had somebody to see, and that was the teacher that you needed to navigate, understand what they were reflecting, what you were receiving from and through this particular essence. Now, the Moon card and the King of Cups coming out, both of them are water element, Pisces and Scorpio energy here. But what I do feel happening, and the Hierophant is Taurus. So what I do feel happening is that through the water elements, you guys, there's been a lot of illusions. There's also been some subconscious fears that have been in this contract, okay? And this is what the water element is disassembling and putting back together, like a puzzle that's just been thrown apart and shattered, and now it's being put together in a nicer way. For me, it also symbolizes a strong foundation where there's more stability, and it's going to allow growth, ascension, and healed parts of this individual per se, person, thing, place. So let's go ahead and hop into Pisces and let me know how this resonates. Don't forget to drop a water emoji and or your sign aligned to each of these readings. So we're back for Pisces, you guys. I just want to remind you that this is going to be for Pisces during Sagittarius season, as we're still in that zodiac sign per the, I guess you could say, Gregorian calendar, but just, yeah, whatever. it's hit and miss, but here we are. So this has quite a few messages. I pulled the King of Swords, and this is talking about a Gemini energy, but it can be written about communication, about how somebody is really like effectively communicating, it feels like. This is something that's taken a long time for somebody to have the element of confidence, it feels like, as well. So for some of you, you could be moving forward, however fast. It also feels like you're coming out of this slow-paced energy. It's something that you've been navigating. I did see the Hierophant at first as well, so I do feel like this has also been a core contract, a core lesson. Hierophant is about a teacher-student kind of energy, and it's also symbolizing a lot of change. There's that 5 element with the major arcana itself. Now, this also talks about this element for Pisces. You guys are looking forward. You're making plans to move out of this like stalled element, okay? The Two of Wands is talking about an element of, I feel like for the most part, this is planning and this is also travel, but this is also like seeing the future and making a path and a choice, an action-oriented choice. And again, it reflects back on the Knight of Pentacles, where we're talking about something that's been long-term and something that's been, you've been navigating ultimately for all of this time, right? 1 second. I've got these cards right here. Now, the other part to the Pisces is that, and this is very similar to the overall energy with the Six of Swords as far as like the water elements in the intro part. So if you hopefully watched that part, you also saw that this is something that the elements want to move forward. They want to move out of this stress, but they're also moving forward with others, with company, with collaboration, with somebody, okay? And so for Pisces, I do feel like there's a lot of this mental anguish. 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 3 of Swords. We did also have the 4 of Swords, and I didn't read the message, but there was a 3 of Swords element. So that could be like heartache. It could be just things that have really crushed this person. But I often say that your heart never broke. Your heart was never broken. Your heart was disassembled, and it was organically opened through force of this pressure and this energy in order to expand and really to stay open. One of the biggest things we as humans do is we get heartbroken. And I've heard many masculines tell me this through clientele. And whenever this happens, they just shut off and they don't keep their heart open. So it's radically important to understand that this is not just moving away from this element, but it's moving away in a very open-hearted center. It's like I can continue to move and hold compassion and space and love, but not subdue or self-sacrifice any further, and or to push against the stream where it no longer flows. Hence them moving with the stream, right? And lots of orange there as well. So the orange does represent the confidence, soul, sacral energy, and that's going to be emotions, relationships, and interconnectedness. Now, we do have the Sun and the Aries Emperor, okay? So this is really beautiful. This is inner divine masculine and outer divine masculine. This talks about you having joy, your happiness, something healing radically and just illuminating your life. And for a lot of you, you are finding your inner peace again, and this is really, really beautiful with that 6 of Swords energy. It's also sending you upstream for your own independence and your autonomy, and this is abundance, this is leadership as well as the Emperor, okay? This is a very strong inner masculine, but this is also something that can reflect for the external masculine if you're dealing or navigating with one, and if you are a male in gender specifically, okay? Because this is not exclusive, but we have very strong masculine energy here with the King of Swords and the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles as well. So yeah, I feel like this is a really beautiful message. I'm going to go ahead and pull a oracle. This is my Yin Yang Oracle deck. And what does Pisces need to hear? Final message. Wow. Well, we couldn't be more any clearer than that, right? You guys, we see justice flying out, karma, balance. So the scales have rendered a verdict, I guess you can say, weighing things out. There could be a lot of cause and effect choices, and an inner energy of just wanting to make things right, level the board, level the playing field, and perhaps moving forward, whether this is in a full-on discussion with somebody, something, or, in context of yourself. But this is also you realizing that everything that has happened has been subject to a cause, okay? And that there is effects of that. So every choice has a radical ripple effect. In fact, I saw this series the other day, and I binge watched it because I don't watch TV much at all. And it was called Ripple. It was a really beautiful, how people were interconnected, how they met and when they met and why they met and what role they really played in each other's life. And that was just really beautiful. So I love that this message is really coming out. Any further message for Pisces during a Sag season? Regrets, repression. Okay, wow, and self-worth. Now, I don't feel like this is, I do feel like this could be Pisces as well. And then there's this receive card and remember. And then in the back, we have temptations. I feel like for this element for Pisces, there perhaps has been a difficult part of their own journey to be able to receive. Okay, I am safe to receive. I am safe to receive. It's safe to receive. It's a big part of receiving for you guys. If you guys have had and this is also Six of Pentacles, so this is reciprocal energy. If you have had a very projecting energy, a pushing energy, always wanting to show somebody something, maybe they've never been ready to receive that energy, right? But in that, you were always pushing that distorted masculine energy, if you will, and the distorted feminine because you were not open. The gates wasn't a full circle. And so in this, what's balancing out is anybody or anything that has held back from you as well in regret, in suffering and silence, blocking thoughts and memories. This is what is coming in recalibrating, because I don't feel like you guys have had too much of self-worth issues. However, it is possible that for Pisces, there has been some sort of element that kind of held them back from doing the things that they really wanted to do and loving themselves truly without feeling guilt, okay? Because there could be this like, I want everybody to come up with me. I want everybody to succeed. But in that element, you have been externalizing that energy force, 1133 on the clock. So you could be seeing 111, 1111, 33, 33, 333, any synchronicity like that. But it does feel 313 also is coming through. It could just be that is the element. So I do very much feel like that's it. Oh, wow. I split the deck. It's masculine and trust. I honestly feel like this is an external, internal masculine. So this could be something you are recalibrating within self, and you are having an external masculine recalibrating this as well. This is becoming logical. Again, there's that King of Swords, and also protective and also confident and being able to make decisions and choices and be firm on those. So no second guessing yourself. You've got the answer. Let's go on to Cancer. Wow, you guys, we're back with Cancer energy during Sagittarius season. And let me tell you, I was like, wow, making all these weird faces and like talking, damn daddy, because that's usually what I say. Okay, because daddy always hears me. But so we like to call him Zadi. But here's the cool thing about Cancer. Okay, you guys, I hear Cancer rising. Obviously, I'm a Cancer rising. But you guys, this is a beautiful message. Cancer has a brand new opportunity. You guys are feeling so creative. You are feeling sacral energy. There's a lot of creative spark. There is an element to desire that is coming through as well. And there's also so let's just talk about this. We have the Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Emperor. The Emperor showed up again. Emperor, Big Daddy's been out a couple of times for the water element. So I feel like this is a heavy, strong influence in Aries. You guys might have Aries in your charts. I'm an Aries stellium, so I can feel that. But for the most part, there could be a lot of Aries in you. And the Aries is just confidence. It's magnetism. It's leadership. It's decisiveness. It's creative. It's passionate energy, right? And that can be used in many ways. So with this creative spark in that Aries energy, this is also a new beginning, a new love, not just in romance, okay? It could be that your heart is just open and receptive, and now it's vibrating this frequency and calling in and maybe magnetizing, okay? That could be it as well. So I do feel, because the other two messages we got is the Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, not the World, but the World could be there. The Wheel of Fortune in addition to the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands could discuss this element of stability, new foundation. It could also indicate 1111, twin flame energy. It could also talk about commitments, connections, relationships, and foundation, stability, and celebration. So there's a lot of key words here. But when it comes out with the Wheel of Fortune, there is like this beautiful new thing that is just destined and relentless to show up. Like as long as you stay in alignment with yourself and you continue to align and vibrate at that, there is just no telling. This new ability, this new start is coming in. You've been calling it in. In fact, it's coming in so fast. There is a tower with this, right? So I really love that. What this is going to be to clarify that the Ace of Wands really is the Six of Pentacles. This is balance, reciprocal energy. Again, this I believe came out in Pisces, if not in the overall water element. So there's a lot of this reciprocal energy. You know what? I think it did. It came out in Pisces. Yeah. In fact, it's right here with this receiving card. But the other part to that, the Page of Cups, so the new beginning of heart. This is a new stability, new offer, a new chance to do this, okay? And we have the Fool here. So the Fool's talking about, I feel like there's Aries. That's actually clarifying the Aries Emperor energy. The Fool is Uranus energy as well. So if you have Uranus conjunct in something, but the Fool, I have like this Leo energy. The Fool is also a leap of faith, a new beginning, and a new pathway towards something successful. I'm going to pull one more card because this is a new beginning either way. There's lots of new beginnings. The Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is all balance and destiny, fate, if you will, but something you've been creating because you've been consciously doing things, right, Cancer? Yeah, judgment. You're awakening, integrating, and you're walking away and rapidly moving through things that do not serve your highest good. There's the World card, you guys. I knew the World was there, and the Two of Pentacles. So major closing out of some sort of major cycle. This is a karmic too, ending this year of the 9, and also a 9-year loop that some of you have been on, and this is clearing that karma. It's a cut cord type of thing. So let me know how that resonates for Cancer. Let's head on to Scorpio. So we're back for Scorpio during Sagittarius season, you guys. Right out of the back, we have a lot of change happening here for Scorpio. A lot of Five of Pentacles and Five of Cups energy, and then the Two of Cups. So with this embarking, and we're gonna have to make this a little short here, but with this there's a lot of self-worth and lack, and self-rejection and self-acceptance that's coming through, in addition to a lot of grief over a soulmate. It could be soulmate, and or just within the self-love, okay, the capacity to love themselves, which is really beautiful. That a soulmate energy, perhaps even as a friendship, romantic, whatever, it's just been reflecting to them. We do have these beautiful Three of Wands, Two of Swords, and Three of Swords cards as well. So a lot of emphasis on change, pathway, and then collaboration, mind, body, and spirit type of integration for the Scorpio. There is a path that they're looking forward, and a decision they need to make, and also heartache that they need to rummage through, because one way or another it's going to cause a ripple effect. We do have the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, which is also stability, and if I'm not mistaken, Four of Wands came out kind of a couple of times for the water elements, but this is romance. This is also 11-11, twin flame aspect, a divine counterpart perhaps as well. And we have the King of Pentacles coming out. So with the Seven of Wands, I want to talk about this briefly, that this it can be a masculine, but inner masculine as well, but this Scorpio element, the zodiac, has really gone through their own fire. 1818, when I said that, you could be seeing 818, 8888, 1111, 111. But there has been a fire that they have gone through, and this is going to be their rebirth, okay? I really love this because we also have the Strength card, Six of Swords as well. So a lot of this moving through this tumultuous area, and the Tower. So Scorpio energy represents the Tower as well. Strength is Leo energy, and they're having the strength to move forward out of this like energy that they've been really sitting on. And actually they're illuminating, while the Ten of Cups is coming out as well, and the Queen of Wands. They're illuminating this confidence. Okay, this is magnetism. It's sexy. It's just alluring. And I feel like they're starting to illuminate that out of their chest now, because there's a lot of this fire that is coming through for them, the Four of Wands and the Seven of Wands. If this resonates with you guys, don't forget to hit the link in my bio description, check below for the timestamps, and happy Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer during Sag season. Namaste.